ang concrete finishing using tamang concreting tools. Yan ang malalaman natin sa segment na ito. Today naman, pag-usapan natin under ACI ang tamang paraan ng concrete finishing. Dito papag-usapan natin ang troweling, texturing, at surface treatment using the right concreting tools. So pag-usapan naman natin yung fourth step, which is finishing. The fourth step is finishing. So basically, concrete finishing is a multi-step process that involves several procedures aimed at creating a smooth, durable surface. Ayan. So bago ko i-discuss kung how we do it traditionally, let me discuss muna kung ano yung ang recommended ni ACI. Alright? Ayan. So under sa finishing, meron pang multi-step. Another 3-step process. So pag-usapan muna natin yung first step sa finishing, which is initial floating. So basically, what is initial floating? It is a compaction and consolidation of the unformed concrete. Ayan. So it is done before the bleed water appears. Edging and jointing are done in this stage. Ayan. So basically, ginagawa natin dito is compaction. So, after natin ma-roller tamper, remember, di ba, meron siyang texture ng konti dahil yung roller tamper natin parang medyo may mesh, right? So, dito, ini-smoothen natin yung concrete at the same time, kino-compact natin siya and ini-smoothen natin yung surface. Ayan. So, basically, ang roller tamper, ang maganda rin dito pala sa kanya is that it promotes na iakyat, ayan in layman's term iakyat yung cement cream or cement paste and it lessens or prevents the water bleeding. One product that you can use for your initial floating is using square and magnesium bull float. Ayan. So basically, this tool is used to float and smoothen the concrete surface after initial leveling. Yan. So it helps in compacting the concrete and producing a smooth, dense surface. Ayan. So, ang tool na to, it has a width of around 1.5 meters. So, instead of using mga hand floats, mga derby, so, mas mapapibilis yung trabaho natin. Some of the advantage of using a bull float is that due to its larger size and the fact that it's usually fitted with a long handle, a bull float allows you to reach further across the slab from the edge. Ayan. Diba? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, iniiwasan natin na ma-disturb pa yung concrete. No? So, which can be particularly useful for larger projects where it may not be possible to walk on the slab during floating. Isa pang advantage niya because of its magnesium phase. So, the magnesium phase of the bull float easily slides along the fines of the concrete surface. Ayan. So, meron palang advantage kung ba't kailangan magnesium. Requiring less effort and much less likely to cause damage. Ayan. And efficiency. A bull float covers a large area at once which can make the floating process more efficient for larger projects. Ayan. Kasi alam mo, yung mga projects na yun nagiging lalong complicated and syempre ang gusto natin to bring down cost. Yun naman talaga lagi, di ba? So, I hope we're doing this vlog na meron kayo na matutunan para maibaba natin yung cost doon sa construction na cost natin. Another product that you can use during the initial floating stage is the aluminum handicap ramp bull floats. This bull float is used for anti-skid sa mga ramps. This is a requirement of the National Building Code of the Philippines as well as ADA, American Disability Act in the USA. So, basically, what is a handicap ramp bull float? This bull float has teeth underneath specially designed to make grooves on the surface. It creates an anti-skid surface for slabs intended for handicap ramps. Part of the initial floating stage is the edging and grooving. So what is edging or grooving? These are done to create rounded or beveled edges along the perimeter of the concrete, especially in areas like sidewalks, driveways, or curbs. It is typically achieved using a hand edger or groover to shape the edges and prevent chipping. So, ano ba yung mga tools na ginagamit dito? One tool is the Blue Steel Concrete Hand Edger, a tool with curved blade used to create rounded edges on freshly poured concrete. Ayan. So, iniiwasan natin yung mga square edges sa dulo, di ba? Napansin mo, di ba? Pag sa slab natin may square edges and then mabilis siyang matipak, madali siyang masira, mag-crack or mabasag. Ayan. So, that's why gusto natin magkaroon ng curve or round edges sa edges natin. Another tool is the stainless concrete hand groover or the stainless walking groover. It is a hand tool with a V-shaped blade used to create grooves or control joints in concrete. Ayan. So, instead na magka-cutting ka, mag-grinding ka, during sa initial floating stage, pwede na natin tong gamitin. Ayan. So, ano mga advantage na to? If you use a grinder, ang problem ng control joint mo doon is meron siyang mga sharp edges, right? Corner edges. Unlike when using this groover, magkakaroon ka ng rounded edges. Ayan. So, mas matibay siya and hindi bibigay yung mga corner edges mo. Kapag nadadaanan ng mga sasakyan or ng mga forklift or mga heavy equipments. Another tool is the high carbon steel corner trowel. So basically, this is hand tool with a triangular shaped blade used for smoothing and finishing corners in concrete works. This tool is normally used sa mga columns, sa mga beams, sa mga ledges, and ginagamit din to sa mga corners between the slab and the wall. Ayan, para during plastering stage, hindi ka mahirapan sa pagporma doon sa corner na yon. Another tool that is useful is the blue steel step trowel, a hand tool with rectangular shaped blade used for spreading and leveling concrete in tight or confined spaces. Normally, ginagamit ito sa mga staircases, no? Habang ginagawa niyo yung forma, nagbubuhos ka na, so you can use this para sa mga step, no? So, pinapatay niyo yung mga corner para hindi bumitak yung ating mga stairs. And at the same time, para sa corner in mo, para hindi mahirapan yung worker natin sa pagporma ng corner in. Another stage during yung finishing stage, after initial floating stage, is the waiting time. So ano ba ginagawa sa waiting time? After initial floating, a slight stiffening of concrete is necessary before proceeding with the finishing process. Ayan, no subsequent operation should be done until the concrete will sustain foot pressure. Ayan. So, ibig na lang sabihin dito, so, walang finish yung mangyari until pwede na natin tapakan. For your info lang initial floating is also known as bull floating. Okay, the third stage of finishing is the restraightening and second floating, otherwise known as troweling. So, it's done after the bleed water has already evaporated. This is done to correct lines, marks, and other imperfections from tools left by the tools used, such as edger or jointing trowels. Troweling for final stages of concrete finishing to impart a relatively hard and dense surface to concrete floors and other unformed concrete surfaces. Ayan. So, what are the tools that is recommended, no, for this stage, this troweling stage, no? So one is the hand trowels. Now, under the hand trowels, there are large and small trowels. So when do we use the large trowels and when do we use the small trowels? The large hand trowels are used for the first troweling to spread the troweling force over large area. Ayan. There should be a waiting between successive troweling to permit the concrete to become harder. Once the surface becomes harder, smaller trowels are used to increase the pressure. Each subsequent troweling should be done perpendicular to the previous past. Ayan. So, hindi pwede pare-parehas, no? Yung subsequent, dapat perpendicular style. No troweling should be done on a surface that has not been floated yet. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan meron ka munang initial float. The trowel blade should be kept as flat against the surface as possible. Tilted, angled, or pitched trowel blades will damage the surface. Another tool that is being recommended by ACI is the Fresno trowel. One of the descriptions of Fresno trowel is that it is blue steel. When we say blue steel, it means corrosion resistant. Ayan. So, it's a type of steel na mahirap siyang magkalawang. Ayan. Alright. So, in layman's term lang yan. So, a blue steel Fresno trowels are known for their superior finishing capabilities. They provide smooth and polished surface finish and are particularly effective for achieving a decorative or high-quality appearance. Alam ko, medyo bago to sa Pilipinas, but with its 1.2 meters width, I'm sure makakatulong to para mapabilis ang ating trabaho, para maging cost-efficient at cost-effective ang ating construction. And the third tool for troweling that is recommended by ACI is the power trowels. Traditionally in the Philippines, compared sa ACI method, ACI uses placement, screeding, waiting time, and finishing. Under sa finishing, di ba? Ayan, so medyo patapos na tayo. Ano ang difference ngayon ng Philippines versus yung ACI recommendation sa placement to finishing? Sa ACI, meron silang placement, meron silang screeding, meron silang consolidation, and lastly, meron sila sa finishing nila with initial float, waiting time, and troweling. Unlike naman dito sa atin, sa Pilipinas, so we do the placement, we do the screeding. But sometimes we do not do the consolidation because we don't use roller tampering. Or sometimes we also do not use the vibrator. And number 4, under naman sa finishing, mostly hindi natin sinusunod yung initial floating. Though meron tayong waiting time, we do the troweling immediately during sa finishing stage. Ayan. So ano ang disadvantages of skipping the initial float and consolidation? So number 1, pwede ka magkaroon ng mas maraming water bleeding. And pangalawa, mas matagal din ang waiting time mo sa water bleeding. Dahil hindi na compact yung mga aggregates, at the same time, hindi natin na ipalabas ng tama ang cement cream or cement paste, which results into a weaker concrete na nakikita nyo ngayon in the form of dusting, scaling, crazing, or even spalling. Traditionally, ang ginagawa po natin dito, after natin mag-screeding, hinihintay na po natin yung water para mag-bleed. I believe na ginagawa natin to para mas mabilis natin ma-trowel yung surface. Right? But according sa ACI, ang recommendation nila, either mag-vibrator or mag-roller tamping para gumanda yung compaction and umakit yung cement cream. Dahil kung nasa taas yung cement cream, mas mabilis natin magawa yung ating initial floating, which is yun yung smoothening ng concrete natin, at para magkaroon ng compaction. So ano ba yung mga na-miss natin? Di ba, na-miss natin yung compaction using a vibrator or roller tamper. So ano pa rin na-miss natin? Di ba, na-miss din natin yung initial floating para magkaroon ng compaction. So dahil dito, nangyayari, umakit yung tubig, mas maraming tubig na wala, which causes the weakening ng ating concrete, which also causes yung mga latencies. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng latence? So basically, a latence is an accumulation of fine particles on the surface of the fresh concrete due to upward movement of water. Ayan ha. Nakita nyo? So ayaw natin na maraming tubig na nagbi-bleed dahil nagkakaroon ng latence sa taas. And ito yung mga ayaw natin dahil these are very weak parts tools. Pag-usapan po muna natin yung isa pang stage, which is the broom finishing stage. Ito yung para sa mga kailangan gamitan ng mga anti-slip. Ayan. A fine broom surface is created by drawing a soft bristled broom over a freshly troweled surface. Reminder lang ginagawa ang brooming stage after na ng troweling stage. Ayan. So ano ba mga tools na pwedeng gamitin dito? Kasi traditionally, kung ano-ano nakikita ko, walis ting-ting, kung ano-anong mga tools, So hopefully, pwede tayo mag-upgrade para gumanda naman yung concrete finishes natin. Para we can honor, be proud, yung mga natatapos natin. Kasi yung mga concrete finishers natin, napakahirap ng trabaho nila, And sana, kung gagandahan lang natin yung trabaho natin, husayan na rin natin. Tama? So, isang tool na pwedeng gamitin ay yung concrete broom. So basically, this is a tool attached to a handle. It is used to create a textured surface on freshly poured concrete by gently sweeping the broom across the surface. Another tool is the flat wire texture broom. Ang maganda rito is that it uses stainless wire, at the same time, maganda at tama ang spacing niya. Kasi yung ginagamit natin dito, minsan nakakita ko ng mga retasong electric pan. Hopefully, someday soon, we can professionalize our tools para yung finishes natin is something that we can really truly be proud of. Tama? So, again, ano ba yung definition ng flat wire texture broom? The flat wire bristles of the texture broom produces unique patterns and textures on the concrete surfaces, enhancing its visual appeal. The tool is durable and allows for efficient application, resulting in consistent and uniform patterns. Ayan uniform hindi yung baku-bako, iba-iba yung sizes. So, sana gandaan natin yung mga concrete finishes natin. And let's make our concrete finishers proud of their job. Ayan So, hopefully, meron kayo natutunan sa segment na ito from placing to finishing. Again, this is Derek Tan. Magtanong para sigurado.